Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. All right, as you can see, I'm standing down here by the lean-to on the mini barn, and not far from the raised bed garden. But I came out, I gave the chickens some scratch when I got home, which is a little bit late, and I took my soil meter and checked the seed starter cups over there, and because a couple of them looked really dry and most of them looked okay, but they were all could use a little bit of water, so I focused on the ones that were really dry and then watered of course all of them with that bigger sprayer, but I focused on the ones that were really dry to get that moisture content up. Let me turn around. There we go. I'm not in the dark anymore. But I'm going to flip this camera around and I want to show y'all something that I found in the garden. I went out there with my little basket to pick. I knew it wasn't going to be a big harvest, or at least I didn't think it was going to be. You know, those plants, those vine borers are doing their damage, and it's slowing them down quite a bit, but they still a lot to pick. So I went on out there and started picking, and I don't know how, but everybody does it. If you grow zucchini, you're going to miss one. Let me show y'all what I found. You see the size of that thing? I mean, that's the size I normally pick. And there's that one. It's 18 inches long, 16 inches long probably. 5 inches around. And I got 3 more squash. Now, there was a few more squash that could have been picked, but this one was actually growing out from that biggest plant on the corner and growing out and touching the ground or touching the weed mat material down there. It is up under all the leaves, and I'm like, did I miss that? And holy smokes, that thing's probably weighs 3 pounds or more, but that's all right. A lot of people don't like them when they get big. It doesn't bother me. I just quarter it up and slice it up like I normally do. I cooked zucchini, squash, and onions last night. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of melted butter, real butter, not the fake stuff, and salt and pepper. And I can just about eat that by itself. But as you see, the little seed trays are doing well. All 6 of them did sprout. This mortgage lifter right here does not look like it's going to make it. But that seed's 3 years old, or 2 years old anyway. So it's got a little age on it. And the others are all making it. And let's see, I didn't have a mortgage lifter over there, but I do over here. And only one of the 2 that I put in there came up. So I'm not saying that's a soil issue. That's because it did sprout. But it just didn't make it. I don't know why. Sometimes you just don't know. But all the rest of them are doing pretty doggone well. I'm going to let them grow a little bit before I transplant them into the grow bags and stuff, because the peppers are going in the grow bags. There's pepper right here, and there's Japanese eggplant. That'll go in a bed. And this Japanese eggplant will go in a bed. This basil will probably go in a grow bag, but it might go in the edge of a bed. There's another pepper right there that's going to go in a grow bag. Katana tomato, Marzano tomato, beefsteak tomato, another pepper, and then I don't think this one's going to make it, but all that'll go in grow bags. Then over here I've got more peppers, more Marzano tomato, beefsteak tomato, another pepper, another Katana tomato, and a mortgage lifter tomato. So all of those are going to go in grow bags. So if you count, I've got 6 here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that need to go in grow bags. So I've got 12 or 13 grow bags that, I'm going to turn y'all around and face the garden. Now this sunshine is rough. You see it ain't quite made it to the raised bed garden over here, and it's going to make it where I can't see the screen. But I know, see if I can get y'all to follow. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one in the back corner, which is 5. No, one over there. And then another one in the corner, which is 6, 7, That's number 8. All right, plus that one up there that's small is going to get replaced, be 9. This one never grew, that'd be 10. This one didn't grow worth the mess, so that's 11. This one never grew, that's 12. And I've got these 2 right here. That one grew a little bit, but it's stunted. So what is that, 13 or 12? That's 14, I think, if I did my math real quick. So I've got 14 grow bags, and I've got about 13 or so plants over there. My 3-second memory's kicking in. So I've got room for all of those to go in grow bags, and that leaves me with the beds. So I have pulled the rest of the Sugar Snap early peas because they just weren't worth the trouble I had with them, and I got mushrooms growing all in the bed because the beds are too moist. With all this rain, I've added it up last night. We are right on the 7-inch mark in a 2-week period. 7 inches of rain in about 2 weeks. And I took my soil meter and I stuck it in several of these beds, and all these grow bags that's got tomatoes in them, they're all going anywhere from 45 to 75% moisture in the soil, which tells me I do not need to water today. There is still too much water in the soil for these plants, and I need to let them dry out another day. We didn't get any rain that I know of today, and we just got about a 1/4 inch yesterday. So I'm planning on not watering today. Let me flip around so y'all. All right, so I came on out and I was grabbing I think my camera's turning on me. I was grabbing my let me show y'all. I use these. I've got the tripod in my hand, but these things come apart, and the black one is actually a knife. But scissors, this is what I cut and pull all my veggies with, because if I need a knife, it's right there. If I need scissors, it's right there, and it's handy. And then I got a pouch that I wear on my side right here that I put them in. If I can, let me see if I can get y'all to see that. And see the meters in that pouch too. So Lord have mercy. Anyway, so I keep those in my pouch, and I put my pouch on every time I come out to the raised bed garden. I don't always show it on camera, of course, but that's what I've been using to cut and harvest all the zucchini and squash and such out here. Even the early snap peas, I was cutting them off with those scissors because it's easier than trying to break them off and not damage the plant. But yeah, that one zucchini surprised me. So we'll flip y'all back around. So y'all know this bush here in the front corner was the biggest, or next to biggest, and this one in the back corner was the actual largest. And that, I'm gonna walk down here and turn. That zucchini was up under those leaves right there, hanging down to the ground. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how in the world did I miss that? I don't know, y'all. I'm sure other people growing zucchini have missed them too. But I've got a lot of squash. Dang, it's hard for y'all to see in there. But there's a lot of squash that is not quite ready to pick. And there's more in several other places. So, like that one there, I could pick that squash. Let me get the camera. There it is. So y'all could see. I could pick that one, but it could get a little bit bigger. So, I got a new tool today. And I think I showed y'all once before, in this bed where the onions grew, I moved that soybean. So all this little weeds coming up, because this is my organic soil, I got this tool, and this just basically cuts the roots off the weeds and makes it a lot faster, and I don't have to dig my hands in there to get it done. Now, there are a bunch of companies that make these things, and I'm not left-handed. Let me switch. Let me switch hands. But, so I can cut the roots on these weeds with this thing in just a few short seconds. While I'm sitting here talking to y'all, I'm gonna compare how this thing does to me just taking 5 minutes and pulling all the weeds. So let's see if that kills them, or if I need to pick them, or does this little cutting tool work? So boom, there it is. It works really well as far as breaking that top layer of soil. So that'll keep the competition off of that soybean plant a little bit. And as it grows, I'm going to stake it to this 6-foot garden stake I put over here. And I need to go get more soil this weekend and finish filling these grow bags. And if I've got enough left over in time, look at that. Huh. I'm going to try to fill some of these, that like the carrot bed and stuff back up and all of that. We'll see how that works out. But anywho, I wasn't planning on, let me turn this around me. See, I'm directly in its path. It's not too hot today. It's probably in the mid 80s. The soil temp, according to the meter, is between 78 and 84, which is not bad. So with the moisture content we've got in these grow bags and the temperatures, you know, running in that range, it's not bad. So I'm gonna leave them alone. But oh my goodness, that is one big zucchini. I think it's probably the biggest one I've ever grown. And I have had, try to turn this a little bit. Okay, maybe that's better, not crooked. I have had zucchini get big on me before, but I think that's probably the biggest one I've had that I can remember that I've ever grown. So I'm not going to complain about it. I'll cut it up and quarter it and slice it and put it in the doggone. Nice. Look like leaning the other direction. All right. Anyway, and I'll slice it and put it in the wok with the butter and the avocado oil and salt and pepper and cook it up and eat it and be happy. No chemicals, none of that stuff. And I'm buying that pure organic olive oil. Boy, that stuff's expensive, but just a little bit of it goes a long ways when you're doing this stuff. So I'm gonna flip around and get another shot of that thing. Y'all look at the length of this tray that's got the seeds in it, and then look at the length. We'll line it up with the edge. The length of that zucchini. It is literally within a ½ an inch of the same length for that seed tray, starch tray. That is amazing to me. But anyway, all right, so like I said, I gave the chicken scratch. I filled the feeders yesterday. I had to find another one of my artificial hornet nests when I got home. I walked all around the fruit orchard, the chicken run area, down the wood line. I walked all that stuff looking for that doggone hornet nest because it was missing. I've got 4 over on this side. Let me flip y'all around. So I've got 1 on each corner under here. Well, that one back there is the one that was missing. So I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked and I couldn't find that thing. So I came back over here to the seed starter tray where we're on the old table saw. And guess where it was? It was on the ground between the lawnmower and the old gate right there. I done walked all the wood line, all the way down, back and forth, back behind the chicken pens, up in Sparky's area. And I'm like, well, I guess that one just blew and is gone. Nope. It was over here. So I'm going to get my ladder out today and some pliers. I'm going to get my ladder and pliers and crimp the little hook on those things so they can't blow off. Because I don't want to lose them. They seem to be working. And as long as they work and help deter wasps from building nests and hanging out in this area, I love it. I absolutely love it because I hate wasps. People talk all the time about how they're scared of snakes and they're scared of this and that and spiders. And you know what? Nothing bothers me but wasps. Honeybees don't bother me. Once I see a wasp though, anything flying freaks me out. I don't like wasps, period. So that is my weakness. You know, Superman got kryptonite. Water boy, that's what I named my bait and tackle when I had it. Water boy don't like wasps. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, get inside. This will be probably a Friday video for y'all, because I've got my video made for tomorrow morning, which is Thursday. This is Wednesday evening. So I'll probably upload this one for Friday. I've got another short made that I want to upload. It'll probably be Friday or Saturday. So, you know, I'm trying to do more shorts because that seems to be helping me grow my subscribers. I finally hit the 800 mark. I'm still sitting there. I'm amazed. I hit 798 a couple of times and it dropped back down, and now I'm back at 800, and it stayed there for a few days, which is surprising to me. So I'm going to keep trying to do more shorts, and you know, under a minute and a half. Some of them are 30 seconds, some of them are a minute and 15, but I'm gonna try to keep them under a minute and a half. I know you can go up to 3 minutes, and if I had to on whatever the video was, I would, but I'm trying to keep them short so people will watch them and hopefully get interested in homesteading, growing their own food, raising their own food, chickens and turkeys and pigs, and you know, I mean, even my dog has a job. His job is to deter problems from coming onto the property, and works pretty well. My old pit bull did a better job, but works pretty well. I hear you, Louie. He sounds like he's crying, but I've already given him enough food to last him for 2 days. But he's got a girlfriend that hangs out, and she doesn't come around me, and it's got a kitten that looks just like him. So that's about half grown. I can't get close enough to even tell you if they're male or female, but pretty sure the black and white one is female, but the baby, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, see if I can hold the camera up a little higher today and show you all those baby birds. All right, let me flip the camera around. Oh, all right, I gotta aim it down, y'all. Whew. That's a tough stretch. That's about 7 foot high, and then I'm 5 feet away from it, so it makes it a little bit tougher to stretch out there and get the video for you guys. But I'm hoping those babies will do well and get gone, and I'm gonna look at the video to see what they look like. Guys, thank y'all for watching the video, subscribing, leaving me comments, hitting the thumbs up. It means a lot to me. I really do appreciate it. My channel's over 5 years old, and it's just not growing like some other channels do, and that's fine with me. I'd rather it grow slow and have people that subscribe, that watch the videos and enjoy this content, than, you know, get 10,000 subscribers and then next month be back down to 2. If you enjoy the content, hit subscribe, thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know. If you have a channel and it's stuff that I'm interested in, then I will definitely subscribe to you and watch that content when I can. But I can't subscribe to everybody, and there are a lot of good people out there, but I'm not somebody interested in knitting. My daughter is, but I'm not. And I've done that. I've suggested channels to both my daughters for things that I know they're interested in, and you know, those people subscribe to me. Thank you very much, but I'm not going to subscribe to a knitting channel. It's just not what I do. So I do appreciate each and every one of you, but you know, we all have our niche, and I'm trying to do my little thing here. So thank y'all very much. Remember what I've always told you: Jesus Christ loves you. Look how much darker it is now because I'm in the shade. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared. All right, there it is. Here it comes. Grow some food. Y'all be good.